Okay, so this is a video for Chapter 14, Dialogue 2, and the grammar points that are shown in the textbook. The first grammar point that we're going to be talking about is time duration, and the first pattern that they show in the textbook is subject plus verb plus object plus verb plus le plus duration of time. And this is used to indicate the duration of an action, so basically how long it takes to do something. Sentences in this pattern must be in the affirmative. If the verb takes an object, the verb has to repeat it, and I show this in example 2. So for both of these examples, I have color-coded the word to match with the part of the grammar structure above, so you can sort of just see and compare that for yourself. The first example, 我每天在书店工作3个钟头. I work at a bookstore for 3 hours every day. The second example, 昨天下雪下了一天. It snowed for a whole day yesterday. In here you can see that because the verb takes an object, 下 right here is repeated a second time right here. 昨天下雪下了一天. The second pattern for time duration is subject plus verb plus le plus duration of time plus the plus object. And this is also used to indicate the duration of an action. So, if the verb has an object, you can use this alternative second pattern to express the same thing. So in the previous slide, we said 昨天下雪下了一天. However, using this second time duration grammar pattern, you can instead say 昨天下了一天的雪. It snowed for a whole day yesterday. So you're saying exactly the same thing. It has the same meaning. The structure and the wording is just different. The second example, 我上了4个星期的暑期班. I was at summer school for 4 weeks. And for both of these patterns for time duration, you just have to make sure that you never put the length of time before the verb, or else the sentence you're saying doesn't make sense. The second grammar point is 是什么什么的, and this is used to describe or inquire about the time, place, manner, or the initiator of an action that we already know took place. The use of 是 is optional. However, 是 cannot be omitted in negative statements, and I show this in example 2. So the first example, you can say 你是在中国学的中文吗? Or you can just take the 是 out and say 你在中国学的中文吗? And both of these mean, did you study Chinese in China? And the second example is a negative replying answer to the first example. So you would have to put 是 in the form of 不是. 我不是在中国学的，是在美国学的. No, I didn't study Chinese in China. I studied it in the US. The third grammar that we're going to be talking about is 还, and as an adverb, 还 can mean still. The first example is 上午11点了，他还在睡觉. It's 11 a.m. He's still sleeping. The second example, 今天的功课我还没写完. I'm still not done with today's homework. If you didn't have 还 and you just said 今天的功课我没写完, you're just saying, oh, I didn't finish today's homework. But if you add 还 and you say, I'm still not done with today's homework, then it gives off the feeling that you're still working on it and you're probably going to turn it in later. The fourth and last grammar point in Chapter 14, Dialogue 2 is 有什么什么有什么什么, and it means both and. So when you're using this grammar, both of the adjectives that you put have to be positive or negative. The first example is positive, and then the second example I have is negative. So for the first example, 他又聪明又用功. He is both smart and hardworking. The second example, 他的功课又难又多. Her homework is both hard and too much. So for this grammar pattern, it should be pretty straightforward. There shouldn't be too much to worry about. But yeah, so this was just a video going over Chapter 14, Dialogue 2, and the 4 grammar points that were shown in the textbook. I hope this video explained the grammar and how to use it a little bit more clearly for you.